When people think of Asia's great powers, names like China, Japan, and India usually come to mind. But there is one nation, often overlooked, that carries a weight far greater than many realize: the Philippines. From its strategic location in the Pacific to its untapped natural wealth, from its deep cultural influence to its global network of allies, the Philippines is far more than just another country in Southeast Asia. It is what many call a hidden power. But why exactly is the Philippines given this title? Today we dive deep into the untold story of the Philippines' true strength and why the world can no longer ignore this island nation. The Philippines is often described as the Pearl of the Orient Seas, a poetic nickname that reflects its beauty and its central place in Asia's story. Yet beneath this poetic image lies a deeper truth. The Philippines holds immense strategic, cultural, and economic significance. For centuries, great empires and superpowers, from Spain to America, from Japan to China, have fought to control or influence the Philippines. And there's a reason. Whoever controls the Philippines holds one of the keys to Asia. Today, we'll uncover why the Philippines is often referred to as Asia's hidden power, not just because of its history, but because of the influence it continues to carry in the modern world. One of the Philippines' greatest strengths is something that cannot be taken away: its geography. The country is an archipelago of more than 7,600 islands, stretching across one of the busiest maritime regions in the world. It sits at the very heart of Southeast Asia, facing the Pacific Ocean on one side and the South China Sea on the other. This location is priceless. The Philippines lies along major sea routes where trillions of dollars worth of global trade pass every year. Oil tankers from the Middle East, cargo ships from East Asia, and naval fleets from the world's superpowers all move through waters near the Philippines. To put it simply, if Asia is the body, the Philippines is one of its vital arteries. Control or influence over these waters means control over Asia's lifeline. This is why, for centuries, foreign powers have fought to dominate the Philippines. And this is why, even today, the Philippines' geography gives it an influence far greater than its size. The Philippines has always been more than just a group of islands. Its history shows why it is considered a hidden power. In the 16th century, Spain colonized the Philippines, not because it was easy, but because it was important. The islands became the hub of the famous Manila-Acapulco galleon trade, connecting Asia, the Americas, and Europe. For more than 200 years, the Philippines was at the center of world trade. Later, in the 20th century, the United States turned the Philippines into its most important military base in Asia. During World War II, the battles fought in the Philippines determined the future of the Pacific. After the war, America knew it could not afford to lose this ally, which is why the Mutual Defense Treaty of 1951 was signed. Every empire that touched Asia recognized the Philippines' importance. That legacy still shapes global politics today. The Philippines may not have the massive industrial base of China or Japan, but it holds incredible untapped wealth. The South China Sea, where the Philippines has legitimate claims, is believed to contain 11 billion barrels of oil and 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. This is one of the reasons China is so aggressive in the region. Beneath the sea lies energy that could power entire nations. On land, the Philippines is rich in minerals such as gold, nickel, copper, and cobalt, essential for modern industries, especially in the age of electric cars and renewable energy. Global demand for these resources is rising fast, and the Philippines is sitting on top of them. Add to this its fertile lands, vast fisheries, and biodiversity, and you see why the Philippines is more than just a developing nation. Its natural wealth positions it as a sleeping giant, waiting to rise. But perhaps the Philippines' greatest strength is not in its land, nor its seas, but in its people. With a population of over 115 million, the Philippines is one of the largest nations in Asia. Its people are young, hardworking, and resilient. More than 60% of Filipinos are under the age of 30, a demographic advantage that many aging nations like Japan and South Korea no longer have. Filipinos are also spread across the world. Millions of overseas Filipino workers, OFWs, live and work abroad, from the Middle East to North America, sending billions of dollars back home every year. But beyond money, they also create a vast Filipino diaspora network, strengthening the Philippines' cultural and political influence worldwide. From nurses in London to engineers in Dubai, from sailors on international ships to tech workers in the US, Filipinos quietly keep parts of the world running. This human network is itself a form of hidden power. The Philippines may not always be seen as a hard power nation, but its cultural soft power is undeniable. Filipino music, food, and traditions have spread globally. The warmth and hospitality of its people have earned the Philippines a reputation as one of the friendliest nations in the world. English proficiency gives Filipinos a unique edge, allowing them to connect with global audiences more easily than many other Asian nations. In sports and entertainment, Filipinos shine. Icons like Manny Pacquiao in boxing, Lea Salonga in theater, and global influencers in music and online culture all help place the Philippines on the world stage. Soft power might be subtle, but it builds relationships and admiration, something every true power needs. While the Philippines' military may not match China's in size, its alliances make it far more powerful than it looks. The United States-Philippines Mutual Defense Treaty ensures that the Philippines is never truly alone. In recent years, joint military exercises with the US, Japan, Australia, and even India have grown stronger. The Philippines is also part of ASEAN, giving it a regional voice, and has built defense cooperation with European nations like France and the UK. This web of alliances means that in reality, the Philippines has access to some of the most advanced military support in the world. It may not boast massive fleets of warships, but its partnerships give it a shield that many other countries envy. Despite challenges, the Philippine economy has been growing steadily. Before the pandemic, it was one of the fastest growing economies in Asia, often expanding at over 6% annually. Sectors like business process outsourcing, BPO, remittances, tourism, and digital industries are booming. Manila has become a hub for international call centers and IT services, thanks to its English-speaking workforce. If the Philippines continues reforms and invests in infrastructure, it has the potential to rise into the ranks of Asia's middle powers economically. Another reason why it's considered a hidden giant. One cannot talk about the Philippines' hidden power without mentioning the South China Sea. This region is not just about disputed islands, it's about control of one of the world's most important waterways. Around 30% of global shipping passes through the South China Sea, carrying more than $3 trillion worth of trade every year. The Philippines' location gives it direct influence over these waters. The 2016 Hague ruling, which favored the Philippines' claims against China, reinforced that Manila has international law on its side. While China continues to challenge this, the Philippines' position ensures it will always remain at the center of global attention. So why is the Philippines called Asia's hidden power? Because much of its strength is not obvious at first glance. It doesn't showcase massive military parades like China. It doesn't dominate global headlines like Japan or India. But its geography, resources, alliances, people, and culture give it influence far beyond what many outsiders realize. In many ways, the Philippines is like an iceberg. The visible part is small, but the true size lies beneath the surface. The Philippines is not just another nation in Southeast Asia. It is a country whose location, history, resources, people, and alliances make it far more powerful than it appears. This is why the world continues to pay attention, why superpowers compete for influence in Manila, and why the Philippines remains at the center of Asia's story. Yes, it is often overlooked. Yes, it still faces challenges. But make no mistake, the Philippines is, and always will be, Asia's hidden power. So what do you think? Is the Philippines truly Asia's hidden power, waiting to rise, or will it remain overshadowed by its larger neighbors? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Philippines Uncovered for more untold stories and global insights.